In this training class, we're going to walk through how you set up, how you record accidents that occur during that snow event. So here you are in your dashboard, and you want to come on over here to the event operations and go down till you see roadway issues. This is the area where you're going to be recording accidents or incidents that occur. It's also a place where you can record any calls that may have come in. It just depends on if your team uses StormTrak for that. But certainly for recording accidents and incidents, this is where you want to go. So I'm going to click on that roadway issues. And when I first land here, notice I'm seeing a map. And this is a Google map, and it's kind of nice. It's going to show you. It's going to mark, if you have any incidents, where those are in the city. So it kind of gives you that geographic view. But you can also go right over here to what's called the data grid data entry. And that's where you're going to be actually making your entry into what the accident or incident was about. So we've got one incident here that I've recorded earlier. And let's add another one. So I'm going to click on this new link. It could show up before any row that you might see on this list. You can click on any one that says new, and that's going to open up a form for you. And in that form is where you're going to record the details about that accident. So I'm going to say that this one occurred on the second shift. Now notice that it shows here a request type. And here is where you specify what it is. If it's an accident, okay, notice right now I've got just the required tab is showing. But if it's an accident, this grayed out accident tab is going to be highlighted. So I'm going to change this from plow request to an accident. And sure enough, now my tab is showing for me. This is an open ticket. The street number, I'm going to just put this at 1400. And then I'm going to make it U Street. And once I have that, it defaults to Washington. Not quite sure of the zip, but let's give that one a try. And the quadrant is going to be northwest. And road conditions, we're going to say that it's ice. And so where is the source of the information that you received about this accident? Did it come in from a government official, a citizen? You've got a list here to choose from, so choose the one that's closest, the close approximation to what your knowledge is of that incident. Maybe it came from the police. And what was the name of the person? Well, I'll just choose myself here. And a phone number to follow up with. Doesn't have to be the phone number of this person, but it can be the phone number in which you want to follow up on that incident. Now here in the comments is where you're going to be typing in the details about that accident. So here goes the details. And notice I've got plenty of room. I can keep typing. It's really unlimited here. So while the box might look a little bit small, you've got plenty of room to type. If it's been resolved or not, resolved meaning that there is no more content to be added for this incident. You can change that to being when it was resolved. Now going over to that accident tab, what I want to do here is I want to specify if it was a government driver that was involved. Let's pick that person's name and make sure that that's associated, because this becomes your record of source on that accident. And then were they driving that day? With what vehicle were they driving? I'll just pick one here. Was there a personal injury involved? Yes or no? And if it was, which particular agency was involved? Was that driver related to DDOT, or just specify as much information as you have. And then if there is a safety inspector who verified the information, pick up the name of that person and put them here. And now that you have everything recorded on that are the specifics for the accident, let's go back over and take one last review of what we put in for under the required. Yep, that looks good. And then let's save. As soon as we hit the save button, then what's going to happen is it's going to leave you with a blank form so that you can keep adding more information if you have any, or you can just cancel out. And once you've canceled, you are back to this data grid, and from here you can then take a look at at the incident you have. In order to print something out or get a copy of it, your best bet is to choose this XLSX option, and this will print out everything that you have in this sort of spreadsheet form and gives you a way to get it to an Excel document, which you can then copy over to a Word or save it as a PDF.